everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do a really fun pick-a-pile reading. This one just really struck me, and I'm just really excited to do it. It's going to be on what spiritual gifts and abilities you should study, or you should work on, or you should help develop and nurture. We all have a lot of spiritual gifts and powers and magical things. We just don't realize it. Some of us don't know kind of what they are. So this is just kind of maybe a guidance of which ones you're really strong in, or at least one or two of them that maybe you should pursue next or look into further or study more. So I'm really excited to kind of get into this one. This one can be kind of fun. We're going to look at our charms a little later as well. And we also have our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. We do have 3 piles to choose from, and obviously there are a lot of spiritual gifts out there, and I don't know which ones are going to come through. There could be just 1 per pile or 2 or 3 per pile, but it's definitely not going to be all of them. So we might do another reading down the road to help you out with some extra ones or some that didn't come through in this reading. But these are the ones that you should be looking at the moment anyway. To differentiate between each pile, we just have little books here to show which pile's which. We have the pink, the green, and the yellow book. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And basically, you just go with your gut instinct, whichever pile's drawing you in the most, whichever one, kind of draws you from your navel onward and says, okay, that's my pile. That's the one you should go to. It is possible to be drawn to more than one pile, especially with a reading like this. And if you are drawn to or have trouble deciding, go ahead and watch 2 or 3 of them. Maybe, you're special, extra special, gifted and need to study more than one thing at the moment. That could be the case. So if you feel like you need to do that, definitely do so. Okay, we're going to give you some time to reflect on the piles. And then when you're ready, you can go directly to your piles. There'll be timestamps in the description. While we're getting ready to look at that and decide which ones to go to, I would just love to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel and offer a chance for those of you who have not to do so when you get there. Also, if you could give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family. If you could put a link to the channel on your social media accounts, that's very much appreciated. It gives other people a chance to check us out. It helps YouTube algorithm decide to share our videos with other people. Helps the channel grow greatly, and we very much appreciate that. So we would just love for that to happen. Also, if you would like to give us comments, share your thoughts on your abilities or what's been coming through lately for you, that would be great. I love seeing the comments. I love you guys putting those in for me, and I do respond to those. So just thank you for all of the things that you guys do, and welcome to the community, and thank you so much for being here. Okay, we're going to give you some time to think, and then we'll see you at your reading. Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the pink book here, I am looking so forward to this here to see what gifts and abilities you should be focusing on or nurturing or studying up on. Which ones that are really strong with you right now and that you need to look into. It's very exciting to see what we've got. We got the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the King of Wands, oh my, the Hanged Man, the 9 of Cups, oh my goodness, the 4 of Swords, the Temperance card, the Queen of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the King of Wands. Wow. Oh my goodness, we got the King of Wands twice. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, what I see with this more than anything else, like the really big thing that came through, was manifesting. That you guys could manifest things into your life that you want. Abundance and clarity. You can tap into your connection with spirit, and your connection with the universe to help bring about the things that you would like to see happen, that you would like to manifest into your world. And so, law of attraction is probably something you guys should really be looking into and studying. You guys are really powerful in this, by the way. It's something that you guys almost do without even thinking or trying already. If you've ever noticed in your life that when you're not sure where the money's going to come from to pay a bill or fix a car, or you're not sure how you're going to accomplish something that you've been trying to do, and then all of a sudden something comes along that was unexpected, or you didn't expect to happen, you weren't sure was going to come through for you, or you didn't even know. I'm sure this has happened probably several times in your life, if you think about it, if you go back and think, that when you truly needed something, or when you really, and sometimes it might not have been what you expected to have happen. I keep saying that, that was unexpected, but that it wasn't necessarily the way you thought things would go, but it always worked out well for you, or it took care of the problem that you were having at the time, or it kind of fixed things. So you kind of need to go kind of back through your life and kind of just think about that. Just think about what kinds of things happened for you that were unexpected, but that solved whatever problem that you weren't sure how to solve. Or I'm sure you can think of lots of times in your life this has happened, and that's because of your guys' ability to manifest things that you need and want into your life. You have the ability to do that. And it's really kind of surprising the ways that it happens. It's kind of exciting, it's kind of cool, and maybe you haven't really realized it before, so you might not have even been thinking along those lines. You just kind of go from one thing to the next and move on and don't even realize, oh wow, that happened, how neat is that? Or gee, it was my powers that made this happen. It was my ability, it was my thoughts, it was my thing. And that's really, it's your calmness in a crisis. I really feel like you guys are kind of, you're able to get through a crisis and kind of just think through things and go, okay, what needs to be done here? And then you go about doing it, you go about correcting it, and besides being able to do that, besides having that ability to stay calm in a crisis, you also go, okay, I really, really, really need this solution or this kind of solution. And just by thinking about that, the solution will either come to you, or the universe will just, slide the solution kind of into you. It'll just kind of come to you either in your mind. You'll think of how to fix the problem, or, whatever you need, you'll just kind of manifest into your life. It'll just kind of come forward. So you guys have this ability greatly to be able to do that. And that's really awesome. You guys are super powerful in this, by the way, with the King and King of Wands showing up, especially the King twice. So if you have not noticed some of the things in life that you really want to have in your life, or other things, you might be blocking yourself. You have the ability to manifest anything into your life that you want. And truly need, but you might block yourself a lot of times from making that happen. So that's why I was saying law of attraction might be something really good for you guys to study and look in on. I don't always believe with everything everybody says about law of attraction. Some of it I have a little bit of a hard time with, but there are a lot of truths to it as far as pulling things into our lives and having the universe bring us things in that we want. So it's definitely something you should look into more, and that you should study more, because I think you can bring a lot more abundance in lots of different areas. By the way, it doesn't have to be financial. It could be spiritual. It could be love related. It could be family related. It could be pretty much about anything that you really want. That's what law of attraction is all about, is bringing things into your life that you want to have happen to you. And we can sometimes bring things to us that we don't really want as well. And that's where you have to be a little careful, since you are such great manifestors. You can pull that in so well. You have to be careful how your thoughts go and how you do things, so that only the things that will truly benefit you come into your life, and not the other stuff. Okay? That is the biggest thing that's coming through for this pile, so we're just going to let that go at that. But we will look at our charms, and we'll see if there's any other types of abilities that come through on those, or if there's any other abilities that you all have. Okay, one of the things, I think you guys are also good teachers. I almost mentioned it earlier, and now the charms are kind of showing that to me as well. You guys have a great connection with spirit. And I think you guys could be great teachers. I think you guys could help other people learn how to do this, and how to bring miracles into their lives, and manifest the things that they want. I think that is something that you could definitely have happen for you guys, because I kind of see that. We have some dog energy going on here, which is interesting. I love my dogs and the dog bone. We also have the cat here. So I think you guys have a great spiritual ability with animals, a connection with them. This is something you guys may not have thought of, because we also have the parrots here as well, and the rooster. And this is something that might be a little different for you. But connection with animals, knowing kind of what they need and what they think and what's going on with them, I think is an ability that you guys have. And it might be worth pursuing as well. I know that's unusual. It's not something that most people think of when they think of pursuing, but I think it's something that you might find quite fulfilling. Practice on, any animals that you have, or that close friends or neighbors have. Practice. Find out if you can connect with them. Find out if you have this close spiritual connection, and maybe find out what they would like to have, or what they need. That kind of thing. I think that one's going to take a little bit more study and practice on your part. I think it's something that's kind of hidden a little bit more below the surface. It's a little bit something you hadn't thought about in the past. It's something you're not sure how to go about doing. But also the teaching. I think you guys could definitely help others learn how to bring joy into their lives, how to manifest the things that they want. I think once you realize that you have this power, and that you're able to do things with it, I think you're able to show other people how they can do that in their own lives as well, like maybe being a motivational speaker, or in other ways doing that, because you guys have a really close connection with spirit, and that's really where you're drawing the strength from, and being able to manifest, what some people would almost call miracles into your life at times. That's where the word miracle is coming from on this. So that's definitely something for you to think about as well. These other charms here, I kind of see as, we were talking about the unusual ability. We were talking about being able to go on the bicycle in this case I see as a journey towards I see that as part of, I keep thinking of like the inspirational speaker. I see you up on like a stage, like imparting this knowledge to other people, and how much of a journey that would be, traveling. Like you would have to go places to do that. And that's kind of what's kind of coming into my mind there. Like I said, it's almost like going down a rabbit hole or someplace you didn't expect, and different is like going from home to these other places. That's kind of the energy I'm getting there. We also have the A and the U. We have a university here that's the initials of it, university. So I think teaching is definitely something that I think you guys have a great ability to do, but also is now a really good time to study as well. So both of those things are kind of coming through with the charms there, so that's exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our oracle spheres. And let me pull out some stands here. Basically how this works is you think of a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to, and it could be pertaining to your powers or what you should study, or it could be just a burning question on your mind, just something you would like to have answered, and this might be a good time to have that happen for you. But basically you think of your question and then you pick a stand. We have purple, blue, silver, and green. And you pick which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we'll get our answers. All right, so number 1, purple. Is a yes. Number 2, blue. Is a not now. Which means I wanted to come out today. Number 3, silver, is a very likely. And the number 4, green, is a probable. All right, so there's our answers today. We have a purple is a yes, blue is a not now, silver is a very likely, and a green is a probable. So there's our oracle sphere answers. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you found out something about yourself that maybe you didn't know, and that you're going to do some really exciting pursuits of it there. I would love to hear all about it. Any comments that you could leave on this would be great. I'd love to see those. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and share the channel with your friends and family. Put a link on your social media accounts. Don't forget to check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of topics that might be of interest to you, and might have some other messages for you that would be something you'd like to get right about now. So do check those out too. We do put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. This is going to be so exciting. I'm looking forward to this, to see what your specials, powers, and gifts are that you need to study right now or look into more. There could be one or more that come through, so we're just looking forward to seeing what those might be. And let's see here what we've got. We've got the Empress, the King of Cups. Oh, very emotional. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Wands again, the 3 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords again. Wow. Interesting. Well, one of the things I saw early on is you guys have almost like a psychic ability of your intuition. Your intuition will tell you exactly where to go and what to do. You kind of know the future. You get flashes of insight. You have things that will come up. I kind of get the idea that you guys, a lot of this comes through your dreams. I think you guys have a lot of dreams that might kind of foretell the future for you, or might kind of give you an idea of some of the things that's going to happen. And that's definitely something I think you should develop. I think you can sharpen and hone in on that skill some more. I think you've not. I get the feeling you guys don't know how to trust your intuition. That you don't always believe it, or sometimes you think certain things, but it's not really your intuition talking to you. And so then you believe that, and then it doesn't come about, and so then you don't trust the intuition that you have. But I do think that if you start learning how to develop that more, if you start learning how to being able to discern what's really your intuition and what's just your mind or intellect talking or ego talking, if you can kind of learn the difference between the two, I think you definitely have the power of seeing into the future. You definitely have the power of staving off some bad things that might happen, or you might know in advance that certain things are going to happen, and you might be able to make the trauma a little less difficult. And I do think a lot of this has to do mostly with your family and friends. Like, you can do it mostly with people that you're very close to, that you have feelings about them, you have things that come up, thoughts that come to your mind. And like I said, dreaming is definitely one way that this happens for you a lot, through your sleep and through your dreams. And I think maybe a lot of you don't remember your dreams, or don't have a lot to do with them. But if you could start doing a dream journal, like as soon as you wake up and you remember fragments of dreams, write down every single thing, or have a recorder next to you and you talk into it and you say everything you can remember about the dreams that you had before you woke up. That will help you develop the skill even more. You could start interpreting the dreams a little bit. You could start figuring out what they're meant by. Not every dream will be prophetic. Not every dream is going to tell you things that you have going on, but you'll start being able to tell the difference between them. You'll have a different feeling about the ones that are important, and aren't just something helping you get through your thoughts of the day. You'll start being able to tell the difference between them, and which ones are important or have messages for you about the future, or things that you might need to know about what's coming up. But you guys definitely have the power of connecting with the universe in such a way that you know the kinds of things that's coming up. You know what's going to be affecting people's lives. You just have that innate knowledge. You have that connection to universe. You have that connection to spirit to be able to do that. That's just the one thing that you guys can do. And like I said, it's a lot through your dreams, but you can do it also in your waking life as well. And I do think it is something you kind of need to look into and develop further. Like I said, learn how to separate between your ego and what's your intuition. Because sometimes it's a little hard to discern. There's some videos out there on YouTube that kind of help with that a little bit. But a lot of it just has to do, I think meditation would be a really good idea for you guys to help do that, because I think some things when your mind's real quiet might come to you and might be easier for you to deal with than when you got a lot going on in your mind and that kind of thing. But after a while, if you develop this and you study it up more and you do more with it, you'll be able to tell what's your intuition and what's just your ego talking, or your mind popping stuff in there. You'll be able to tell the difference. It's kind of like what I was saying with your dreams. You'll be able to tell which ones are important and which ones aren't. But this will take some study on your part, because you guys have an ability that's really hard sometimes to discern when it's kicking in and when it isn't. It's one that's harder to tell sometimes. And so it will take a lot of practice, it'll take a lot of study, it'll take some work, but I definitely think it's something that can benefit you and your family and friends and in your community if you learn to develop it more, because it's a very strong ability that you guys have. It's something that's extremely strong in you to be able to do that, okay? Let's go ahead and look at our charms. Let's see if there's any other abilities or anything else we want to say about this particular ability. And then we'll also look at our oracle spheres as well, so you can get your yes or no question answered. Okay. We have the number 2. We have the moon and star, which was once again intuition. We have the lantern, that's being able to see into the future. We have a Y-E-R or R-E-Y, Ray. Those could be initials, or those could be somebody, or something like that. We also have the 2 of hearts here. So we have 2 2s here. I feel like you guys can make deep connections with the people that you care about. I don't know, some people wouldn't necessarily consider that a spiritual ability, but I think in your guys' case, because of your intuition, I think you kind of just innately know when somebody's worth making friends with, when somebody's a good person, when somebody is something that you can connect with. Also, the 2s in this case, to me, show your connection to spirit. It's almost like you're one. It's almost like, you're because we all have a connection with spirit. We're all part of spirit. But some of us are more detached from it than others. And I feel like your connection is rock solid. It is super bound and tight. And that's where a lot of this intuition comes from, and where you can draw from it. We do have a couple of cards here. Whoops. We have the Queen of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. Once again, this just goes along with your clarity, your knowledge, your connection with spirit, that kind of thing. We have the 4-leaf clover, which I think kind of goes along with some of the other things. I think you guys can kind of bring luck into your life, and part of that has to do with your intuition, because you can know whether it's a good idea to buy that lottery ticket or not, or you innately know, yeah, we'll go here instead of there, because that might be the right path for luck to come your way, or lucky things to come your way. So I think you guys have a tendency, your intuition kind of helps pull you towards luckier things, or that you can help bring lucky things into your life that way. I like the purple llama here because I think you guys are kind of quirky. I think your friends and family see you as being kind of quirky and different and unusual. And that's really cool. I think that that's something you can develop more of if you haven't already. Definitely don't conform with society. Definitely don't go your own route on this, because that's going to help you even more with your intuition. It's going to help you even more with your connection to spirit, because the more that you kind of go your own path in your own way and kind of be a little different than the rest of society or the rest of people around you, the more you're going to be able to connect with that energy. And so definitely go that path if you haven't really done so much, or if you've tried to conform with society or other people. My advice is to just let it go. Go your own way. Go the way you feel. Go, be as quirky as you want and as different as you see yourself. Wear different types of clothing. Do things kind of upside down or different than other people expect. I think that's just going to help you right along. So that's just definitely something you guys should do there. So that's just some of the little advice for you, just something for you to think about. All right, let's go on to our oracle spheres. And basically how these work is you think of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to. And then you pick a stand for the answers to appear on. We have purple, silver, blue, and green. And then you pick your answers, and then we'll get your answers for you on your question. It could be about your abilities that we're talking about, or it could be about anything else that you've been really having a burning question about. All right, the number one purple is probable. The number two silver is a maybe. The number three blue is also probable. And the number four green is a not sure. Usually when the not sure shows up, it's either because the question wasn't very clear, or maybe some things have to happen first before an answer can be given, because it might change the outcome, depending on which way things happen. But the number one purple was probable. The number two gray was maybe. The number three blue was also probable. And the number four was a not sure, the green. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys had some things that came through that were interesting for you and that you can do something with. It's very exciting what your power is and what you guys can do with it. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the idea and what's going to happen for you coming forward. Please remember to check out our other videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Also, share the channel with your friends and family. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of different topics that might be of use to different people out there. So if you give them a chance to check us out, that would be greatly appreciated, and we very much love that. And we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading on what your spiritual gifts and abilities are that you should focus on at the moment or study up on. It's exciting so far. The first two were kind of interesting. I'm interested to see what you guys are going to show up with. So let's just get started right away here. We got the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Justice card, the Eight of Pentacles, interesting, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Hanged One, the Six of Pentacles, and the Star card. Okay, I tell you what, the first thing that came out is you guys are really hard workers. Which is not a spiritual gift in of itself, but just something that, just let you guys know, you work extremely hard for your community and for your family and for yourself. So just kind of let you guys know that. But one of the things that happens because of that is you're able to bring a lot of love and joy and prosperity to the people that are in your life. And it's not just, you work hard and you bring home money and you bring home things like that. But you bring a lot of, just being who you are, being the person that has the sense of community, the sense of family, the work ethic that you have, you're able to bring special joy into the people of your life. You're able to release them of some of their burdens. You're able to make them feel better by small little acts of kindness that you do or gifts. When they think of you, they think of somebody very special. This was kind of an unexpected thing to come through in this reading. I didn't expect this one to come through. But you have a unique gift of making people feel at home, comfortable, needed, wanted, special. You have this all-encompassing nurturing quality to you that people come to you for advice because you have a way of being able to see both sides of things. You don't see faults in people. You see good things in most people. The Two of Swords and the Justice card kind of leaped out at me on that, in that they're both blindfolded, in that they don't see, the negative things around them. I see, you guys see, the beauty of the world. You have the ability to let other people see the beauty of the world. You have the ability to show people how wonderful life is. Wow, I didn't expect that to show up as a gift. I wasn't necessarily thinking of those type of gifts when I was thinking of this reading. So you guys are very special indeed, to have something different show up like this. You guys are one of the rare people of the world that can show people how beautiful life is and how wonderful it is to be here, the kinds of small things in life that can bring us joy. You have that ability to be able to show people that path and that route. And that is definitely something I think you should develop further. You guys just do it without even thinking about it. You guys don't even try. And this is supposed to be on abilities that, you should study or develop. So I think what the universe is kind of putting out here is that you guys have this ability and you should develop it even further, or bring it even farther than you already have. You do it really well with people with your family, friends, coworkers, people like that. But that bringing this out into the rest of society and the world is maybe kind of where you need to go with this. That because this ability of yours is so strong and so beautiful, and the world kind of needs it right now, I guess, is the feeling I'm getting. And that if you can show people this path, if you can help people see the beauty in things, and not look at the negative side of things, and not seeing the faults in things, but seeing the beauty and going towards that direction, if you can help people in that way, and this might take some study and some thought and some other things of how to do that. Because you guys like I said, you guys do this without even thinking. You guys kind of just go along and bring this joy into people's lives without even knowing you're doing it. And so by focusing on it more now, by paying attention to how you do that, by talking to other people, by finding out what they say that you do this, by you being able to go out and show other people how to live their lives this way, how to look at things from this point of view, how to see things this way, and how beautiful life can be because of it. That is, I think, kind of your direction you need to go with this. That is where, showing other people how you do it, showing other people this path, basically, I think is where you guys need to go with this. Like I said, I'm not even sure you guys realize that you even do this. So this might take some effort on your part to kind of go this route and kind of show people. But the way you treat people, the way you talk to people, the way you work for them and do things for them, take some of their burdens off of them, that talent that you guys have makes people in your life feel so much better, and it helps them in such a way that you just have no clue. And if you talk to some people in your life and told them this and explained this to them, they would definitely acknowledge that this is the case. And they would let you know that just the small little acts of kindness that you do, the things that the advice that you give, the being objective, the hard work that you do so that others don't, the small little gifts that you bring people, your attitude about life and things in general from that point of view, all of those things help other people live their lives better and slightly better. And this is a gift that you need to expand on and bring out to even more people. You need to touch more people with it. Okay? Wow, that's really cool and exciting and so unexpected. I that's one of the things I love about doing these readings is I have an idea for, okay, this is what I would like the reading to be about, and then Spirit does what they want. And they do that to me almost every time, and it's so cool to see what happens, and it's so exciting to see what goes on. All right, let's take a look at some charms here. Maybe we have some other advice or some other things for you here as well. Okay. Ooh, we have a number 11. That is an awesome, awesome spiritual number here. It shows how connected you guys are to Spirit and to the universe and to love. Wow, you guys are crazy connected. We've got 2 feathers here. We have the heart, the moon, and the star. You guys have some great connection with Spirit. We also have the Virgo here and the Mermaid, which I also associate a little bit with Virgo. That's, you guys have some great creative talents. I think you guys are creative in the way that you approach life. We have the snowflake here as well, which can kind of show that. We also have the 2 of diamonds, which is another 2 energy. It's another coming together energy. I think you guys could do really well with children. The Virgo spirit kind of brings that out a little bit, as well as, like I said, your creative abilities, your practical abilities. I think you guys are practical about life. We have the 9 of Cups. We've got the Justice card. You know the good and the bad in the world. You just choose not to necessarily see the bad. Because you guys are a practical sort from that point of view. And so that's really cool. You also have here, it takes a big heart to teach little minds. So I do think this might focus on children a little bit, or the next generation, helping them learn how to see the good in life and how to enjoy the little things as they come up and be able to bring joy to other people as well by doing small acts of kindness and other things, and how that will make their lives better as well as other people's lives. I also kind of see that with the ruler as well, as kind of helping them learning to build on their abilities and build on what they're doing. We have an N, a U, and an L. Those could be initials. Those could bring to mind certain words to you when you see them or whatever. So I'm going to let you guys kind of deal with that in your own way, and whatever comes to mind when you see those. But that's really cool. But yeah, focusing on children might be one way to go here. That was something that didn't come through in the cards necessarily, but I do think the charms kind of showed that might be a good route to go. So if that's something that even remotely strikes your heart or whatever, I definitely think that's something you should do. So we're going to go on to our oracle spheres. Basically how this works is you ask your yes or no type of question. It could be about your abilities. It could be about anything else that's been kind of burning in your mind lately, or something else that's been going on. But basically you think of your yes or no type of question, and then we have 4 different stands here that your answers can appear on. We have purple, silver, blue, and green. So you pick which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we'll get our answers. All right, purple. Goodness, we're having a little trouble getting some answers. All right, number 1, purple is probable. Number 2 silver is a yes. Number 3 blue is a not likely. And a number 4 green is a not sure. And usually when that pops up, it just means that the question wasn't clear, or something might need to play out first before the answer can be given, because it might change the outcome. So number 1 purple is probable. Number 2 silver is a yes. Number 3 blue is a not likely. And a number 4 green is not sure. So there's your Oracle Sphere answers for the week. Wow, guys, this is so exciting. I just love the fact that you guys can do this, and that it's something you should pursue further. I would love to hear your comments, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends and family, or at least the channel with them. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there on lots of topics, and so there might be something out there for them to get some information. We do put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.